I was actually thinking about you today. You crossed my mind as I was thinking about freedom and fulfillment. And I was thinking about, the liberation at this age that we want to feel, the peace of mind we want to have, the bigger profits we want to make, the life pleasures that we crave. The things that we went after when we were younger as compared to what we go after today. Differ now because we look at life differently when we have matured and we have wisdom, right? And so, as I was reflecting, as I often do, I was thinking, women like you and I, we find we are super successful because of our drive and our strive for excellence, right? We are type A personalities, we are overperformers, overachievers, high achievers, and we go after what we want. We know what we want. We go after it. We don't stop until we get it. We eat no for breakfast. It's like we don't do well with rejection. We're going to keep at it and keep at it and keep at it until we get what we want. And that's great. That's fine. And that's how we've reached the level of success that we have achieved so far. But the truth of the matter is, beyond those degrees and all of those accomplishments and those important sounding titles and the degrees we pursued, right? And all of the accolades that we have and the certifications and the credentials behind our names and all of that jazz, at the end of the day, all of those external factors don't really truly make us happy. All of the material things that we have now, the things that have materialized or that we've manifested in our lives as far as material things are concerned, those aren't the things that make us happy, right? What we do know for sure at this big old age is that happiness really is internal. It lies within. It's something that we don't have to search for far because it's within us. But oftentimes, oftentimes we're looking externally at those external factors instead of taking a moment to pause, to reflect and look within ourselves to find the happiness and the gratification that we're looking to achieve. And so as we are on this pursuit of finding happiness or pushing more for, yet a higher degree or to climb the corporate ladder and these high ranking positions that we get into and these demanding roles that we play and the many hats that we wear, at the end of the day, we've got to really take a look at what makes us happy, because we can't do life all over again, right? We can look back and reflect and say what coulda, woulda, shoulda been done and how we would have done things differently and the mistakes that we made. And that's great. Again, that's about reflection, as we should. We should be doing that on a day-to-day basis, and we should be maintaining an attitude of gratitude in this day and age, today, in the present moment, about what we have and being thankful for that, for sure. And as we look ahead towards our near and far future, and as we're thinking about the legacies we want to build, right, and the generational wealth we want to leave behind, because at our best, we are legacy leaders. We are born leaders. We are just naturally born to lead. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's got to be leaders and then there are followers, right? So those of us who are leaders, those of us who are super successful women, those of us who have had, the academic successes and the career success and even, thriving businesses, none of those things are the things that are going to bring us the joy and the pleasure that we want to experience in life. And so I have a lot of women that come to me that I coach or that I consult with or that I have had conversations with in small, intimate settings and large groups as well, open forums and private settings. I've spoken to corporate leaders and, women that are established in their professional careers and those who have started businesses. I roll with certain women in certain circles that if I name the names, you'd know who they are. And no matter how much they have been successful or how much success they have found or how successful they have ever been, they're still unhappy. So we had a discussion, and this is what prompted me to have this conversation with you today, is that oftentimes we are seeking something outside of ourselves that actually we should be looking within in order to find the level of gratification and happiness that we truly, truly want, right? And so, because if you think about it, if all of those things that we have accomplished so far is what was going to bring us the happiness and fulfill us and allow us to feel the kind of joy that we long for, then why hasn't it already? And so we keep pushing to have more and more and more and more. But sometimes what really is the truth is that we haven't done the internal work, right? And by internal work, I mean we haven't done the healing work. We haven't worked on our mindset. We haven't really sat and thought about what makes us happy now that we've paid all the attention to all of the people and we've done all the things and we've put ourselves in the back burner for so long that we get to this place in life and then we are kind of caught off guard, like, why am I still not happy? Why am I still pursuing this level of excellence and pushing and pushing and pushing for this greatness instead of just embracing ease at this stage and phase of my life? Why not? Right? So I just want to remind you today that as you're like really continuing with whatever your success journey is and wherever you are on the journey, don't forget about you. Don't forget about asking yourself these hard questions. Like, really sit with yourself, journal, and really go deep, peeling back the layers and understanding what really makes you happy. What is it that you really want? Because I believe that when we feel deficient in some area, when we feel inadequate in some way, that is the primary reason, aside from societal standards that we might be trying to live up to. Those are the things that oftentimes keep driving us and pushing us and pushing us and pushing us to have more and more and do more and more, right? But in reality, this life is nobody else's life to live. It's our lives to live. And so I want to remind you today, and I want you to hold on to this and remember to take time for yourself to go sit still and sit quietly somewhere away from anything that is going to be a disruption or a disturbance or a distraction or an interruption. Like, go somewhere where you can really find peace and tranquility and solace and just be still with yourself in a very serene environment where you're not required to do anything and nobody is wanting anything of you, from you, demanding anything from you, because you're just with you and yourself and your creator, right? And you're taking time to think about what it is that really makes you happy. Again, beyond the important sounding titles, beyond the degrees that you have, beyond all of the certifications and the accolades and the credentials, beyond your role as a mother, as a wife, as a significant other, as a sister, as a daughter, as a whatever other role you name it. I put a blank there and you fill it in. Beyond that, define who you are, what you want out of life, and how you are going to achieve that. Like, at the end of the day, if you were stripped away from all of those things that don't truly matter, if they just were all gone at the snap of a finger, who are you then? Because these roles don't define us, right? Not really. It's not who we are at the core of our being. And so I want you to take the mask off. I want you to release yourself of those puppet strings that have been attached to you. I want you to stop being in robotic mode, just kind of going and doing the normal, typical things that you do every day. And I really want you to sit in silence with yourself and consider the questions that I've just asked you, and ask yourself those questions, and then go deeper. When you come up with a reason, go deeper and ask yourself why to that question, and then why, or to that answer, and then why to that answer, and then why to that answer. I want you to go deep. I literally want you to have a therapy session with yourself, you know? And so, again, I wanted to take just a quick moment out of my day, because again, you crossed my mind. You're always on my heart, and I want you to remember you and not get lost in all the chaos and in all of the confunction and the confusion of the day-to-day stuff that goes on. There's a lot that we deal with. There's a lot going on in the days. There's a lot going on in the world, right? There's a lot coming at us. But we have to remove ourselves from those crazy, busy, demanding environments sometimes, because this is a part of putting ourselves first. This is a part of self-care and prioritizing wellness. And so for the sake of your mental health and your overall well-being, remove yourself from those environments, and then go find your favorite park or lake or beachfront or somewhere that, you know, a garden, just anywhere that would feel like a therapeutic environment. Take some deep breaths and just really think about what it is that makes you happy. Okay? So I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope this message blesses you today. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you the most and what you come up with, if you don't mind sharing. I would love to know and love to be a part of your journey. And let me know how this helped you, okay? So I'm gonna tune out while you tune in to the next video that YouTube recommends. As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.